Okay, folks, so we are live. And for those listening at home, welcome to the Dungeon Musings YouTube channel. My name is Kevin Madison, and I'll be your friendly Grim and Perilous Master today, because today we're doing something fun. We're always doing something fun on the channel, I guess, but something particularly fun, which is character generation. For those who may be following our Salt, Silver, and Sin campaign, the ongoing Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay 4th edition campaign, we have a new player and a new character who will be joining the group of Grim and Perilous heroes, and this character will be meeting today, and it will be played by Graham.
Hi, hello there. I am Graham. Now, I've got a confession to make, and that is, I've got a confession to make. I'm British, so I need to apologise straight away. But apart from me apologising for being British, so Warhammer is my game, right? Because I'm British. So I have only played first edition Warhammer. I played it back in the early 80s when it was sort of like Warhammer Fantasy Battles. I think it might be the white box. Very slim, very light game, derived, I think, from the sort of battle game, or it was part and parcel of the same thing. I can't quite remember. But that was it. And although I'm conscious of the Warhammer universe, and I've been humble bundled a couple of times, right? As have we all. If you haven't, you should have been. Very recently, I picked up, I think it was Humble Bundle, or I think it was Humble Bundle did it, a 4th edition, a huge bundle of kind of most of it, let's say. And I downloaded it and took a look at the game. And I don't know. I played Blackbirds, so I'm into the Zweihander kind of universe. But I really, in amongst the putrefaction and the broken bones and the corruption, there was a beautiful game in there. And so it's a bit embarrassing that after all this time and probably 4 decades, I'm back to playing Warhammer. I'm going to say Warhammer 4E now. And I'm really looking forward to just seeing what that experience is like. I'm a big BRP guy. Yeah. So I'm sort of used to the percentile system as evoked by either Mithras or BRP. And this kind of resonates with that, but it's so much its own thing as well. Yeah. I'm quite looking forward to just simply playing and seeing what it's like. So we'll see what we get today.
Nice. All right, so we have, let's see, so Graham and I talked before about what kind of character, and what we're going to do is we're going to use a bunch of the books for as options for that, including the only thing that, as with when we created characters the first time, the only thing that is going to be verboten is going to be the ogres, just because there are ogres that are introduced in one of the I know you're so sudden, like I had your what do you call it, cosplay gut plate ready to go. It's all right. So the we're going to be going off of the core rulebook. I've got my copy. I tell you, this is so Cubicle 7 does a lot of like special edition versions of their things. They have yet to do one that matches, or at least that exceeds, the Warhammer Fantasy one, because I absolutely fucking love this special edition one. And it's the limited edition they did in it too is they limited it to 1986. To the year of publishing of the original.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's great stuff. All right, so first thing we do is you can choose to select your species, or you can roll randomly and get plus 20 to your XP. So you will want to keep track. Each of the steps and choices you make, you'll be getting extra XP to spend at the end. I've
got a handy note.
Awesome.
I've got Graz's notes open, so I'm good to go here. So
awesome.
So I had a very strong image of what I wanted to play.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna bin that now.
Nice.
I'm gonna just see what the game gives me.
Okay.
And I'll play. I'm gonna do a bit of Traveller. I'm gonna just see where I go.
Awesome. So I'm going off of page 87 out of the Rough Nights and Hard Days book.
Okay.
Go ahead and give us a percentile roll.
I thought you might be asking for that. It's a very appropriate way to start, really.
Absolutely.
So I can't see what you've got, so you're going to have to tell me
Absolutely.
what I got.
An 8. That is a human.
I thought
Yep.
it might be. So I can select that on the sheet.
Yeah.
It's in. Right,
Okay.
done.
All right.
have
So
a human.
and
Right.
you got 20 extra XP to make your
I
character.
shall make annual. So let's see.
All right, now let me
Let's
see
say
here.
human plus 20.
All right, so then human is now, because our campaign takes place in Salzenmund. There's a couple of different places. I'm trying to find my copy of Salzenmund. It may not surprise you to learn that I've lost shit in the stacks already. Where are you? Oh, here it is. Here it is. So they've got for humans, they've got the folks from Nordland, the Nordlanders.
Nordlanders.
And there's both Nordlanders and Salzenmunders are the two things. We've also expanded out to roll for Middenheim, if you want as well, because Darren's character is actually from the City of the White Wolf. So would you like to randomly roll for those 3 different locations as well, or do you want to stick to just Salzenmund, or do you want to just be from the heart of the Reichland?
I wouldn't mind being slightly bordery.
Okay.
On the edge. Is that Nord or?
So it was Nordlander would be someone who's from the outside of Salzenmund. Salzenmund is just actually, I can show you on the thing here. Hold up. This is.
I'm just thinking maybe as a newbie, I might be somebody a little bit outside.
Oh, sure. Yeah, sorry. So here is. So the things about Nordlander, Nordland and Salzenmund. This is Nordland. Salzenmund this is also the newest province in the Empire, newest elector count.
Oh, okay, that might work.
Yeah, so that's why this is some of the signature
nice.
stuff. Salzenmund is right here. It is both, and there are all the little in the Silver Hills. They unsurprisingly draw their name from the rich deposits of silver that are mined out of here. There's also a kind of local spirit that sort of embodies that they believe. And Salzenmund is set right on the shores of this massive lake with this fucking gorgeous illustration from the picture.
Yeah. Wow.
This is Salzenmund. It is the seat of the elector count, whose name I don't remember offhand. Other signature stuff up here, there's a bunch of dwarves, dwarven communities that occupy the hills here. There's a halfling community near the Lower Lorne Forest here. The Lower Lorne Forest itself is a really fascinating kind of legacy of the High Elf colony period. Mm-hmm. Our adventure currently takes place in Oldenleitz, which was built on the ruins of an elven colony that was basically driven out at the end of the War of the Beard and the Axe. Or the Beard and the Axe? I think that might be right. I don't know. Whatever the war between the dwarves and the elves. And so there's a significant elven presence here as well. So the land of salt and silver comes from because there's also an enormous amount of sea trade. This is right on the Sea of Claws. So there is Nordland that is to the north. I think I might have a bigger map of the Empire in here as well. Did I think to do that?
Yeah, I'm probably happy to have come from the Heartlands, the Nordlands, so maybe the Solstheim was.
Yeah, so the only difference would be if you're from, if you want to be a Salzenmunder, you're just going to be a little more urbane, or a little more metropolitan than what the Nordlanders would be, and the Nordlanders would just be.
I'll just be a Nordlander then.
Nordlander, okay, cool.
Yeah,
so let's go back to.
Let's go with that.
I guess there's no reason we need to move from here, to be honest. Okay, so then Nordlander, in your bundle, was Salzenmund one of those books?
It was a big bundle.
It was a pretty big bundle, yeah. I think it was because I commented on it's got Salzenmund, Sea of Claws, Middenheim, and Altdorf in there, so it's got a ton of great stuff.
And if nothing else, that'll give me something to look at. Sorry, the file names are really unhelpful. I can't see it, Kevin, right now.
Okay, so what I'll do then is,
I probably have got it.
yeah, I'm certain that it was in the bundle. So let me do this then. I'll put the. Well, I want you to be able to make a decision here. Hold on. Let me just. You have the PDF. Let me.
So is it Souls and Mund? No,
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
I've got it. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, page 142 in the print version is where the list of human stuff will be that you'll need.
Oh, there you go. Look at that. Yeah.
Okay. Then I don't think there is a Nordlander career thing.
Okay. It does have a nice list of skills and talents.
Yes. So we'll get to that once we get your career. But we'll. Let me just see if there is
stuff.
Because there's some local.
First skill: consume alcohol.
Consume alcohol is a pretty fucking great one. Sean's character, the dwarf, who actually is not bad at that, has routinely critically failed that. So everyone thinks he's an absolute lightweight.
You lightweight, mate.
And there's kind of a there's a random result for what kind of drunk you end up getting, and he's also been super friendly each time, so it's like a marked difference from what he normally is. Okay, so then let's roll. Next up is your class and career. So the way this works is first you roll 1d100. If you don't like the result, we move on. If you do take that one, it's 50 XP. Next time is you roll 2 more times. It's to give you 3 total choices. If you pick one of those 3, you get 25 XP instead of 50. And if you don't like any of those and you pick your own, then you just get no XP, but you pick whatever career you want.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So there's nothing lost in rolling the first time. I have both Up in Arms and Winds of Magic open as well, so I know where we need to go if we need to go beyond. Right. So go ahead and give us a percentile roll. Let's see what your first choice is here.
And let me know what you find.
Okay, 71. Smuggler. And actually, I know there is another option that comes from Salzenmund. There's a Salzenmund, given the the trade and the riches from of silver. It may not surprise you to learn that smuggling is a pretty active activity in here, and there's actually like smuggling events and running a business at the back of Salzenmund. So if you choose to go with that selection, smugglers are welcome in this, and actually again, not to put too firm of a thumb on the scale here, but John's character actually has a backstory related to knowing smugglers. So here's the option though. Because you rolled smuggler, there is also a career called an owler that is out of this. And what the owler is, I'm on page 141 of the Salzenmund book. The smuggler career in the core book covers those who ply the Empire's major rivers with appropriate skills and talents, but unofficial trade doesn't just move along the waters. Roads, great and small, crisscross the Empire, providing alternatives to riverine travel and leading to places not easily accessible by boat. If you wish, you may play an owler instead of a smuggler. Owlers traverse mountain passes that open the way to lands far from the sea, or obscure, nearly forgotten paths and tracks through forests. They take their name from the nocturnal habits they share with owls, and by tradition, many use a hoot of an owl when signaling accomplices.
That sounds great. I'm going with fate here. I'm just going to follow the dice. So I'm going to be an owler.
Awesome. Okay, so that's page 141 of the thing, and make sure you mark down your 40 or 50 extra XP because you're taking your first roll. That's hilarious that you rolled that. Your class at the top right, there should be a drop down menu for you to pick your class. As an owler,
there is.
Yep, you are a river folk.
So do I? Okay, river folk. Thank you.
Okay.
Got it. Do I put career owler or?
You do, yeah.
Input your first career on the career tab.
Let me see if I can follow along on your character sheet with you.
Do I just overwrite that with an owler? Or does it not let me? No, it doesn't let me do that.
Let's see here. If you're on the... okay, so the career tab, if you click on the cog on the far right...
yeah.
Where it says like there's like main combat magic advances and there's a cog.
Oh, wait. Oh. Yeah, do you know what? I'm struggling. So let me just come back here.
Okay, so let me... here. Yeah, you see the character sheet now?
Oh, yeah, got you.
Okay, so like when I hit main, that's where you were. You see how like in the middle there it says whisper to GM, main combat magic advances. And if you click on the cog, this is what... because these are custom modifiers. We don't need that. I think it's under advances. There we go. And then you're going to add a career in here. See where the plus sign is underneath careers?
Owler.
Yeah.
Okay. Done.
And then you should be able to fill in for this one. It'll tell you what you can add in what the skills are, add in what the talents are, add in what your trappings are to start with, and then it will show you. Let's see here. Under character advances, you can put down what your advances are. So, like for instance, for an Owler, Owler has animal care. Now, this doesn't mean that you've got them. It means that you will be learning them, and the spelling of them is pretty important because it does track back, if I remember correctly. That's one of the pitfalls of this particular character sheet. Hold on.
So I just type in these skills.
Okay.
Okay, they're going in.
Yeah. And as a level 1 Owler, you are a legger.
I'm a legger.
Yeah.
All right. Endurance.
Oh, consume is misspelled.
Thank you.
Only because it's not being pedantic. It's the character sheet will fuck up.
Pedantic is important. I'll try and do a copy paste. It might be better. It's just endurance, evaluate. No, I'm just going to type them.
Do you want me to read them out for you? Would that be helpful?
Okay,
or no?
I'm good.
Okay.
No, haggle. Got a haggle. Melee, basic. Outdoor survival. There's a lot of skills, isn't there?
There is.
I can see it's very finessed in terms of its skills. Outdoor survival, ride brackets horse.
Yeah, and everything has the nice thing with the game is they've refined it to the point where each skill has a purpose as well. So like you have something you're doing with it in game. It's not just. I say this as someone who loves GURPS, but it's not like fucking GURPS. Where it's like, there is a skill for basic math. Are you ever going to fucking roll basic math? Like, is this ever going to come up in a gameplay?
Sorry, I don't know where that went. Stealth. Brackets, rural or urban.
So
okay. I choose.
You choose one, yeah.
Let's go. I'm going to go rural, going to and fro.
Okay.
Okay, they're all typed into the skill names.
Okay. And then your talent, did you hit enter on stealth? Or click out of the bracket? There you go, cool. The talents, you have 4 talents there.
And I put those in? Similarly?
Yeah, because just as you pick them, you'll be selecting them.
Criminal. I can't believe that's true. Criminal's just in the eye of the beholder. Speaking of which, Hunter's eye. Nice. That sounds good. Strider. Forests.
Yeah.
There's plenty of those about. And strong back. Oh, I can carry anything with me. Right, they're in.
Okay. And then your trappings are what you start with.
So do I just
most importantly,
paste those in?
Cranky mule.
Oh no, they're in.
Okay, cranky mule, large sack, mask or scarves, and a tinderbox. This is in addition. You'll get some stuff from your class as well.
I've got to have a mask. Okay.
Okay, and then so your Owler is correct. The name at level 1, you can put that down as legger. and your status is brass 2.
So let's just see where I do
So
that.
right underneath level 1, see where it says name?
Name, brass legger.
Yeah.
And status, is that brass 2?
Brass 2, correct.
That's in.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. So we got your career entered. Then let's roll your attributes. So if we go back to the main tab.
Okay, I'm with you.
Okay. And then what we can do is you're a human. So each one of your, from weapon skill down to fellowship, each is 2d10 plus 20.
And it goes into the initial column, right?
Yeah. So what you do first is roll 2d20 for each of them, each of the 10 characteristics. Make note of the result. If you want to swap them from one characteristic to another, move to the next step. If you stick with the way they are, then you get plus 50 XP. If you rearrange them, you get plus 25 XP. If you're still not happy, you allocate 100 points across 10 characteristics as you prefer, with a minimum of 4 and a maximum of 18. Wait, what? Oh, and then add the modifiers, and then you add the plus 20 to each of them.
Let's go with the dice, baby. Let's
Hell
go
yeah.
with the dice.
So
so
there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 attributes.
So would that be /r space 2d10? Is that times
2d10 plus 20.
Plus 20. Thank you.
And then if you hit the up arrow key, it'll repopulate with whatever you last typed into the chat.
Got you. Let's do them one at a time then. Okay. So weapon skill 33.
That's pretty good.
Okie doke. Ballistic skill. Let's take a look at that one. Ballistic skill 39.
Hell yeah.
It's pretty good. Good at the old fighty stuff.
Mm-hmm.
S being strength.
Yep.
24.
24k. A slider of frame fella, but you got that strong back, or potentially when you get that. Okay. 34 for toughness.
Tough as an old boot.
Mm-hmm. And then
27.
I is initiative. 27.
Okay. I'll hang back a little bit.
Agility.
Agility 30.
And dexterity, 39. Whoa. Okay.
Intelligence?
Intelligence, yeah.
Yeah.
And then willpower and fellowship are the last two.
31.
1, okay.
Willpower 33. You're not going to phase me. Fellowship. Everybody hates me. 27.
27. All right. So if we look at the Owler advancement scheme, the 3 traits that you'll start raising as a Owler are toughness, agility, and willpower.
Okay.
And then you'll see that when you get to the next, if you continued on an Owler to the next one, that'll be weapon skill, and then the next one would be also add. You add them in as you're going.
Right.
So, so first the question is, are you good with where they are, or do you wish to swap them around? Yeah?
I think so.
Then that's an extra 55 XP for you. So you should have 120 total now.
50. Got it.
Okay. Next is Fate, Fortune, Resilience, and Resolve. Humans start with 2 Fate, 1 Resilience, and the way that your Fortune and your Resolve are determined is the score. They're the more like transitory of the narrative metacurrencies. You spend them quite frequently. Fortune, you start every session with full Fortune equal to your Fate. Humans have, so you got 2 Fate, 1 Resilience. You have 3 extra points, and you can spread across those. So you could choose to start with 5 Fate and 1 Resilience Resolve. If you want to know what those different metacurrencies do, it is, let me find it in the combat section, because they, for Fate is what you do to like not die. So if you wish to avoid a terrible outcome and like ignore a hit or a critical, that's what Fate is used for. blowing resilience is used to you pick a number if you want to, like if you're making, if there's a situation where you're making a test, you can choose just pick a number for what the outcome is. Resilience can also, let's see here. Here we go. Page 170 of the core book. So Fortune is the transitory version of Fate. It can be used to re-roll failed test, add +1 success level after a test is rolled, but it won't make a fail a success. Or to choose when you're acting in the initiative order. Spending Fate is to die another day, or avoid damage. Resolve is this is the temporary version of the resolve resilience stuff. You can become immune to a psychological issue. You can remove one condition, which includes like prone or stunned or bleeding. Ignore all modifiers from critical wounds until the beginning of your next round.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and then resilience is the one you blow, where one you deny. You can choose to not develop a mutation. But this is the more common one we see is I will not fail. Rather than roll the result of a test, you choose the number instead. And that allows you to choose. You could choose a critical hit. You could choose a specific thing to give you as big of a success level as you can.
I think I'm going to balance across the two.
Okay.
So I think that's 3-3.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, so to set your resolve and your resilience at 3-3, your resilience and your fate, and then just enter that your resolve and your fortune are 3. Yeah, perfect. Because those will fluctuate, but I'll set those up on your character token. Okay.
Good joke. Interesting.
Then, all characters choose a motivation. I'm going to leave that to you to decide. Between... This is what you use to gain your resolve points back. And that changes. Like your motivation will change depending on... There's also group kind of goals that you work towards. It's one of the ways you get extra XP in the game.
Right.
Your movement is a 4, which means you have a walk of 8 and a run of 16. So then we turn to your career. Look to the advancement scheme and find the 3 characteristics that are marked with the cross without a brass, silver, or gold background. So one of the things we're going to talk about now is advances. Advances just mean +1. So whenever it says, you got 5 advances to spend, it means you can spend 5 points that will raise a total of 5 points across whichever ones you go to. So for the character sheet, we go to the cog or the advances once again.
Oh, advances. Okay. Yeah. I'll leave this be. I'll go to advances.
So then let's see here. Do we have to hit it? How do we edit
Do I have to put the initials back into the...
Which initials?
Sorry, it says characteristic advances. It says initial. Oh, is that just my initial advances?
Oh, let me see here. Oh, okay. So here's what we do. You have to click on the top of... first off, let's hit update to see if there's any changes that need to be done. Okay. Then, in order to add these, we click on the character, like the whatever characteristic you're modifying. So, like, if we're doing toughness, for instance, we click on toughness, and then that opens up the ability to put in what your initial score is and then how many advances you get.
Oh, okay, got you.
Now, let me make sure that's correct.
In which case, I need to know what my initial scores are. So let me grab my initial scores. I'll grab my initial scores. I've got a way of doing that. So I've got it to hand. I'm just going to take a screenshot of those. So I can just...
Yeah, your advances are toughness, agility, and willpower. Okay, your current scores. Yeah, of course. Of course. I'm just referring to Darren's cheat sheet here, which is amazing.
That's nice. Let me just get rid of that. Yeah. Okay, I've got my initial scores in front of me. So, go back to advances. And I can put in weapons. I'll put in the initials: 33, 39, 24, toughness. Oops. Toughness 34. I 27. Agility 30. Oops. And then you tell me about advances. 39. Quite a nice dex. 31. 33. And fellowship, nobody loves me. 27. Okay, so the initials are all in.
Okay, so let's hit update.
Update.
And see if this... We'll go back to the main, just to make sure we didn't foul anything up here. Yes, I thought we might. So...
I messed up. I've messed... Oh, look, I put all those advances.
That's okay. So what we do is we go back to advances.
Yeah, get rid of all that.
And we'll clear all that stuff out. So...
Sorry.
I think because you know what that probably means is the initial probably references what you are... what you're adding in. So you got 5 points that you're getting from the initial one, and then the advances is what you're spending your XP on as you go. So good to know.
Let me just get... Yeah, it's good to know. Let me just get rid of all this crap here. All this. Suddenly I became...
Super competent, yeah.
Update again. Go back to main. No.
Bingo, there we go. All right, easy peasy. All right, so you have 5 points to spend among toughness, agility, and willpower.
Okay, so toughness, agility. Wow, I'm good at those already. So, all right, so it's small beer.
Toughness is used to generate your wounds, as well as like resisting, poisons and diseases and stuff. The Galloping Trots has seen a lot of discussion in our recent campaigns because the characters are in the sewers. Toughness would be used to resist that. Willpower is for like fear and stuff like that, and agility is used in a fair bit of skills as well.
Okay. Let me... I'm going to put 1 in toughness. Okay. I'm going to put 4 in agility.
Okay. Done. Then let's hit update, and we'll see on the main. Look at that.
There they are.
Beautiful.
That's it.
All right, so you got your... Right. Okay, so the career... mark them under the advances. Ooh, okay. Then skills represent areas. Yes, that's right. Okay. Okay, so first we do your species, skills, and talents. All right, so if we go to the advances tab again.
Okay, I'm there.
And then if you scroll down, I think your species is right at the bottom. So you can put as your species, the name is human, and in brackets Nordlander.
So that would be custom then.
Yes.
Human brackets Nordlander. Okay, done.
Okay. And then let's see here. The skills. So some of these you can get rid of some of these. So animal care is not one of yours. Let's just see if all of them are on here. So consume alcohol is not on this list. Evaluate, gossip, haggle, language Norse, language Wastelander, lore Nordland, melee basic, ranged bow, sail any. So I think if we click on the cog, we should be able to edit that.
Custom. Okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That's... I can't see that now. This is species. Oh, there it is. There it is. It's opened up.
Okay, so here, let's do this. Let's get rid of the ones that... I'm gonna... Let's see. Oh, fuck, we can just change the names. If we click on it.
Is that what I'm going to do? So
yeah, so let's...
am I pulling it from the ones above?
Here, let me do this for you. I'll quickly... I got it right. Alcohol. You don't have charm. This is going to be a little out of order alphabetically, but
I can sort that out later.
Evaluate, gossip, haggle. Here. It's going to make sure they're all in there. Language Norse. Language. Waste.
I do have animal care.
Oh shit, it's in there already. Lore. Nordland.
Oh, hang on. So you must be looking at something else. It's not my career path stuff, is it? Something
No,
else?
no, this is your whatchamacallit?
Human.
Sail. It's going to be a bit of a mess, but should work out. Should swim, as long as they're spelled correctly here. And then Nordland. Which one is consume alcohol? Yes. Oh, get rid of that. That'll be trade. Okay. So let me hit
Update, is it?
oh shit, fuck. Hold up, I did the wrong thing. Damn it. Custom. There we go, there we go. All right, yeah, let's click on update. Now, do you see, like, consume alcohol as your top skill under your species?
I do at the moment, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So that what's listed there, those are your species skills now.
Okay.
Okay. From the this is from page 142 of the Salzenmund book. Now, from these, pick 3 skills to get +5 advances and 3 skills to get +3 advances.
Three +5s and 5 +3s.
Correct.
All right. Let's do the +5s.
I'll wait for you to finish that, then we got to change your talents actually as well. The Nordlanders have different talents.
All right. You want to do that first?
I'll wait for you to finish making your selection, because if we're both making changes, the world will implode. The ruinous powers win.
Oh, you don't want that.
I mean, I do, but I mean, let's...
oh gosh. Okay. I'm gonna say I want to have. I need to survive. I've seen the game in action. I need to survive. And I'm gonna go for maybe for haggle. That's the +5s and 5 +3s. Okay, so the 5 +3s will go some law, language, trade, two more.
Trade has a specialty as well. So you pick one. Let me take a look at. Actually, let's take a look at your Owler and see if they've got a. Owler doesn't have trade as a thing. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
do I take that off? Or?
No, you do. You can keep it. It just means that you're not. You're not. What I was looking for to see if there was something you might want to specialize in.
Oh, okay.
Just to, but trade. So specialties include apothecary, calligrapher, chandler, carpenter, cook, embalmer, smith, tanner. It's used for crafting. So it's not like mercantile activities. It's like a trade.
I can't do any more.
1, 2, 3.
I can do 3 and 3, and it seems to have stopped. Is that right?
That's right. That's correct. Yeah.
Okay.
You get 3 each.
Great, done then.
Okay, so then let me just update. Yep. Okay, and then as a Nordlander, so you have doomed or an additional random talent. You have fisherman or rover. So I shall take these suave and savvy out.
Well, I'm neither of those.
So, fisherman or rover are 2 talents you can pick. Well, let's start with doomed, maybe, and then you can decide. Doomed is so in fiction. Children of the kind of dominant faith in the Reichland one of the things they do is they meet with a priest of Mor, who is the priest of death, and they get a viewing of how they're, how they're going to die. At the age of, so doomed is, at the age of 10, a priest of Mor called a doomsayer took you aside to foretell your death in an incense-laden coming-of-age ritual called a dooming. In conjunction with the GM, come up with a suitable dooming. Should your character die in a fashion that matches your dooming, your next character gains a bonus equal to half the XP of your dead character accrued during play.
All right, so you're incentivized to seek out your doom.
Yep.
and so embrace it.
You can take a doomed, or you can take a random talent. So your choice.
I'll go for a random talent, I think.
Okay. So we'll roll an extra. You'll be rolling 3 random talents. Next decision is between fisherman or rover. Fisherman gives you. You may secure more fish in addition to the normal rules used for foraging. Assuming a large enough body of water.
Good rover.
Rover? Okay. Rover, when you're using stealth in a rural environment, bystanders do not get passive perception tests to detect you. They only spot you if they're specifically looking for you.
So
that's pretty fucking awesome,
okay. Yeah.
So rover, and put that as taken. And then that is also, like, that level adds to stealth test in rural environments. Nice. So that gives +1 to your success level. Then it's a choice between stout-hearted or very resilient. I think stout-hearted gives +5 to...
okay.
Oh, no, hold on. Stout-hearted, no matter how bad things get, you always seem to come back. You may attempt a cool test to remove a broken condition at the end of each of your turns, as well as at the end of the round. And very resilient is +5 to your toughness score.
Okay, I think I'm going to go for stout-hearted.
Okay. Because your toughness is a 35. So if you did take very resilient, you would get up to 40, which give you the +4. Because the 10s digit gives you the... I mean, it's not a wrong decision here, because you're going to be able to advance the character.
I'll go stout-hearted. I think I'll just go with my heart rather than my gut.
You got it. Then we got 3 random talents to roll here. So would you give us a... So we'll take Doomed out, or we'll just replace it with whatever, you roll here. Give us a percentile roll, please.
Let's see what fate gives. Go.
3. Acute sense. Your choice.
Okay, so acute.
So sight, smell, taste.
I'll go for sight.
Okay. So maybe put that where the doomed is right now.
Yep.
Then we have 2 more. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, we have 2 more?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. All right.
Yeah, humans get, or most humans get at least 2. 55.
55.
Orientation.
Okay.
Which you automatically know which direction is north with a glimpse at the stars, trees, or whatever signs you're familiar with.
Nice. Lovely.
Adds to navigation checks. Oh, we're doing some sandboxing. I love it. And go ahead and give us your final roll.
38.
Luck.
Hey. Gotta have some luck.
Ranald, they say when you were born, Ranald smiled. Ranald is the god of luck and thieves and gamblers. Your maximum fortune points is now equal to your current fate points plus the number of times you've taken luck. So you get 1 extra fortune point.
All right. Will it do it for me if I do an update?
It won't do. I don't think so, but give it a try.
I'll hit the update. Done the update. Go back to main. No, so it was what? And
your fate and resilience are set at 0 currently,
I don't know why.
And your movement is set at 0. Why is
Wasn't the case before?
No.
I don't know. Let me just correct those. That's it. Do I hit update again? No, I don't. There's no update here.
Yeah, I don't know why that did that.
Okay.
Huh.
Okay. Anyway. Fate is what, 4 now?
Oh, hell yeah. Look at that. Look under your talents. It's filled everything in.
Okay. It's still got doomed, though.
Yeah, so it doesn't have... So let's click on the cog, and you should be able to delete that one.
Oops.
Oh, and there's a cute site just showed up. Or
Okay.
site.
So that's all in. It just need to take out the doomed.
Okay, let's see here. Oh, let's go to the bottom of the list. Hold on, I gotta click on this. Yeah, there we go. Give me a sec. Boom. And boom.
Okay, gone.
Okay,
There. Nice,
does that
thank
have
you.
your correct orientation, rover, stout-hearted, acute sight?
Acute sight, stout-hearted, rover, orientation, and luck.
Okay. Excellent.
Okay.
Okay. It doesn't have... Oh, you know what? I wonder... Let me just check something here. So it's acute sense sight.
Oh, is it acute sense?
Yeah, let me try. See if this...
Bracket sight.
yeah. I gotta click out.
Yeah. Oh, because it's not pulling it over, is it?
Yeah,
there might be
not
another
yet.
one.
Here we go. Advances. So let me... And is it senses? Let me just take a look at the...
Yeah.
No, it's acute sense. Okay, and then we'll click out. And I wonder if stout-hearted has a hyphen in it. Yeah,
Possibly,
nothing
yeah.
if not... let me do this here. I'm going to kind of trick it to do a update. Let's see if that worked. Can I trick it? Okay, so stout-hearted did work. Acute sense did not yet, but I'm going to try one more time because I've got an idea.
Yeah, sure.
So let me do this. I'm going to get rid of the excess ones here. So
Acute sense.
stout-hearted is gone.
Stout-hearted
one's
is
gone.
in.
That one is gone. Let's do this. Go back here.
And then update again,
Advances.
is it?
And then I'm going to take my little bracket out here. And let's see if I can trick it once again.
Gosh.
And look at that. Now we'll put on your talent here, sight.
Nice.
And there we go. And what we can do is if we click on the little pencil icon at the bottom, we can put them in order, or whatever order you like. So give me a sec here. Which one is this? Rover. It's right there. So take a look at that. Alphabetical order.
Nice.
Okay. That really only satisfies my OCD, but...
Oh, no, it works to me. Works to me, because I've got to find this stuff.
Okay. All right, so then that is... We've got your talents. We've got your human Nordlander stuff done. And so then we're moving on to your career stuff. So you have... We go back to advances.
Advances.
Yep.
Okey-doke.
I didn't know it filled in the talents automatically as long as you spell it correctly. That's really cool.
That does help.
Yeah. Okay, so now under your
Lega.
let's see here. Yes, under Lega. You are going to put under the initial, you're going to allocate 40 advances among those skills with no more than 10 to any one of them.
Got you.
Okay?
Got you.
And
Okey-doke.
then you're going to select one of your talents.
Okay. All right. Let me just do the skills then.
Okay? I'll look up the talents and I can tell you what they do.
I seem to be more melee based, so I'm going to put 10 in there. I'm going to put 5 in there. Ride horse could be useful. 5, stealth 5. That's 10, 20, 25. Bribery, definitely. 5. 1,
30,
10,
10
20,
more to go.
35. 5 more.
Unless you haven't clicked out of something, then there you go. Yeah, 5 more to go.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, gosh. It keeps a close eye on me. 5 more. And then I'm going to go with... Oh, gosh, don't just overthink it. I'll just put 2 in there. Okay.
Okay. So click update.
Okay, done.
Let's head back to main and see everything went by properly. It did.
Good.
Yep, everything is working properly. Dude, like the sheet. Wow. All right. Then you also get to select one of those talents.
Yep.
So, criminal. Gives you extra money. Because of your obvious criminal nature, others consider you lower status, unless they also have the criminal status, which I think Darren's character does, actually. Yeah. Oh, and this is also when you do the earning and the income endeavor. So the downtime action, you also earn more money based on that. So that is, so that's criminal. Hunter's Eye.
All right. All right.
Adds to any test to trail or capture game. And you can secure more food when you're doing foraging.
Okay, good one.
Strider.
All useful, but...
Allows you to smoke a pipe while dramatically lit. And it adds to athletic tests to traverse terrain.
I'll go with that one.
Okay.
I'll go with that one. How do I mark it?
So just put 1 in there?
1 into initial?
Yeah, I think so.
Done.
And let's see if that hit update, and let's see if that shows up. I wonder if it doesn't because we've got it as the... Let's see.
Have I written it wrong or something?
Only because of the brackets, I think might... Yeah, so let's just do this. That's good to know. We're learning.
Yeah.
So we'll do this. Stop the edit.
He's starting to form.
Definitely. Okay, hold on. Let me get cute sense that we've duplicated that. By we, I mean I did. So advances, because it did add it, which is really cool. Okay, so put that update. Let's see if it showed up. Oh, it did, but it didn't.
Is that Strider?
Yeah. Let me try something here. Go.
Yeah, you have to get rid of it, don't you?
Yeah, and then I think it's continually adding acute senses back in because we've got 1 renamed and we've got the other one, so I keep deleting that one.
Okay.
Once again to Strider. I'm just going to try this here. See if it is being hyper literal. It is. Look at that. So I put Strider bracket terrain in there, then it does show up with all the rules. Okay. And we can change it. That's funny. All right. And then that is, correct order. Okay. So you got your thing from your career. Now, your trappings. Let's go back to class trappings. Okay.
Cranky mule, I've got those in.
Yep. And I wonder... Okay, so as a river folk, you get a cloak. Let me see.
Wait a minute.
So I'm going to go to your gear here. I cannot remember. I think it's under combat. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so
combat. Okay.
I'm going to try using the compendium. I'm going to find a dagger. I want to see if it'll drag and drop in for you.
Oh, okay, nice.
Look at that. Yes. Awesome. Okay. So your dagger.
A knife. Call that a knife?
Let's see here. Is a cloak in here? Oh, it is. Holy shit.
A North Under from up north.
There you go. I wonder if it's all in there. Wow. Look at that. Wow. Okay, and clothing, dagger, pouch, and sling bag. Go. Okay. And ooh, you have a flask of spirits. Fortunately, you took absolutely no points in consume alcohol. There we go. All right.
Nice.
So then, I think, let's see here.
So I've still got these 120 points.
Yes. So that'll be your last thing. I'm going to see if we close this.
Yeah.
And, oh, look at this. Boom. This is why you never trust the GM with things you an impressive failure. Basic attack against target number 48. Let's make sure that's tracking back to your sheet here. Melee.
48, yeah, melee basic. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. All right. All right. Then,
Okay. All right.
You're going to roll 4d10, please. This will be how many brass pennies you start with.
Oh, good. That sounds good.
Now, be careful. Don't spend it all. 14. I think it's under combat where you track your coins.
Okay, let's have a look. 14. Wealth. Brass pennies, 14. Really?
Condensing all your trappings
Okay.
down to for you.
Yeah, okay. That's in.
Awesome. Okay. And then we need a name. The core rulebook has some suggestions on page 37.
Okay.
But I mean, it's, quasi, Germanic names.
I'll have a think about that.
Yeah,
I'll have a think about that.
And then your age, give us a 1d10 roll, please.
1d10. Not 4, but 1.
3. You are 18 years old.
I'm nothing.
Give us a
18.
2d10 roll, please. 10. You are 5'7".
Okay.
And so you're going to be studying your ambitions, your motivation. You will be, one of your short-term ambitions is going to be escape from Skaven. I will tell you, because that is likely the way we're going to introduce your character. And then, so we're going to spend your advancements last, but let's go through the 10 questions, because those are always fun. So let me close all the many open books I've got. You got a dagger and a flask of booze. You are
I can do it.
ready to face the grim and perilous world.
Anything. Got a knife.
All right, so first question. This one we know. Where are you from? So we know that you're from Nordland. We know you're not from Salzenmund. Are you from one of the, sleepy villages? Are you from, somewhere on the borderlands of the forest? Are you from a mining town?
Let's go borderlands of the forest.
Okay. So you're from pretty far away. If it's the borderland, the wasteland is far to the left, the west, which is closer to where Bretonia actually is. Wrecker Point gets his name, obviously, from folks who were tricking ships into shoals and then robbing them.
So I'm out towards the... let's move myself out of the way. Yeah, I'm out towards the west.
Okay.
Sort of midwest as it were.
Yep, love it.
Slightly beyond the forest, sort of. Not, I suppose, just north of the Hidden Range, somewhere over there, somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. The Enchanted Hills, Hidden Range. I think those are still sort of claimed by Lorelorn, by the elves. So you'd be a little further. You might be you'd like live in the forest as well, but more likely closer to like Wrecker to the north there,
right,
or the northwest at least.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah. Well, what's your family like? Takes you a village to raise a child, but it's your kin who do the heavy lifting. What were your parents' occupations? Are they still alive? Do you have any siblings? Were you close, or were you constantly at one another's throats? Grandparents, nephews, nieces, cousins, children, even? Does your family approve of your career choice? Are they proud of you, or are you a stain on the family's house?
I just stain.
Yeah,
stain. They are. They are farmers.
Farmers, okay.
They work the land.
Okay.
They see my gadding around as a waste of time and effort and money.
What about your extended family? Your brothers, sisters, cousins? Farming communities tend to be kind of sprawling in the family, but is that true of yours as well?
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to be in the middle of the family, so I've got a couple of brothers and a couple of sisters.
And are they likewise disappointed in your choices?
They're pleased to see the back of me, really.
Okay, where were you in the birth order? Are you an older child, middle child, younger?
Middle. So I'm 3
of
5.
Okay, middle child. What was your childhood like? Coddled, or did you have to fend for yourself? Were you educated? If so, by who? Your skills suggest probably not, but
I think I was forgotten.
Okay. Yeah.
I was the 3rd child, and I was a bit scrawny. And I just thought, oh, it's the runt of the litter.
Yeah. Okay.
So I was the runt, and I was largely left to my own devices.
So I'm guessing that rural stealth came in early when folks were trying to find you to get work done or whatever.
He's done a runner again. Just
yeah. Why'd you leave home?
Because it didn't feel like home.
Okay. Who are your best friends? And I mean, they may all be dead at the start of our session if you're getting caught by or starting as captive of the Skaven, but who were your best friends?
They were, I must have hooked up with a trading caravan. I'd say. I was hooked up with a trading caravan.
So if you want, one of the sort of backstory things that in John's character was that he kind of grew up, he became a priest of Manon because he was a troublemaker, and with the kids he knew grew up to become smugglers. So maybe that's the folks that you knew, and this would be a connection between your characters when he finds out that all of them are fucking dead except for you.
Yeah. So
who are your best friends? Corpses.
Yeah, probably. There was a sort of master trader, and some of the sort of caravan guards, maybe.
Okay. What is your greatest desire? What is the fire that burns in your heart? Your ambitions may be your chief goal, but ambitions are often prosaic and banal. If you could have anything at all, what would it be?
A family.
Okay. What are your best and worst memories?
So worst memory was leaving home.
Okay.
And yeah, the fact that I didn't look back. Because in his heart, he thinks if he goes back, maybe he'd be accepted, but he's too scared. He's too scared to do it, so he's going to stay away. That was his worst memory.
Well,
best memory was when I realised I was actually good at something. Not that I'm actually good at anything.
Relatively speaking. Also, it's worth noting in one of the ways 4th edition differs from previous editions is like default difficulty is usually plus 20.
Yeah, that's going to help.
Yeah.
Maybe. No, it can't be that. That's ridiculous. Maybe when I helped fight off bandits.
Okay. I imagine rival bandits if you're an owler.
Yeah.
That's our shit properly stolen. I mean, you're a smuggler, you're trying to avoid taxes. You're not trying to steal from people. Yeah. So, okay.
Help fight off rival.
Now, I know you're not familiar with the setting. The next question is, what are your religious beliefs? But because you've got that luck thing, I'd suggest taking a look at page 208 is the cult of Ranald, god of trickery. And if you're seen as being blessed by Ranald, there's two ways of seeing that. If you were sort of born under a sign, and blessed by Ranald, some may see that as being lucky. Some may see that as like, that kid can't be trusted. So whether you actually, believe in Ranald or you offer coins up to him or anything like that, doesn't mean you're a priest necessarily, but it's something to consider because of your specific connection to him.
I'll go with that. That seems to be the way I'm going. So it's Cult of Ranald.
Okay. To whom or what are you loyal?
Yeah. Do I have like a circle that I work to?
You did, I think at the start of it's a bit cruel to these NPCs, but I think to set your character up for, easy, meaningful connections, I'm going to suggest that whole smuggling group that you've been with for 10 years or 15 years or whatnot, they all got taken in, they all got killed by the Skaven.
Yeah.
And you're sort of like the last thing. So, and you are brass 2 right now, which means you're not like the rock bottom as far as society goes, but you are not. No one is doing you favors. It's tough.
I don't know. Then I don't know who I would have. Who would I have?
Okay. And then finally, why are you adventuring?
It's got to be better than this.
Love it.
I think his phrase is going to be, it's got to be, something has to be better.
Okay. Then, so you have 120 XP left over, right?
I do.
Okay. So then if you look on page 43 of the core book, that's where it has the costs of things. And just as a reminder.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, and advance costs is per 1 point. So like advances, for example, like advances for characteristics, 0 to 5 cost 25. That means it's 25 points to add +1 to one of those stats in the 0 to 5. For your career, you can you are restricted to the ones that are within your career.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
So it's I think for you it was toughness, agility, and willpower, and then your skills likewise. And
it's based on the career path skills.
Correct. Right. And then to add another talent is 100 XP. Plus 100 per time that the talent has already been taken. So that's if you're taking multiple levels in a talent, that's where it'll cost more. So and the way you add that, by the by, is
is it advances?
It is under the advances, but you're doing it now under the. So go to the advances tab. Here we go. Experience. So if you're your current. You can put down as 120.
How do I need to?
Is it under experience awards? So go under experience awards.
Yeah. Plus?
Plus, and then we'll put 120?
XP 120, and I just put something like
Character gen?
initial character gen. Yeah. Okay.
And then under XP spends, that's where you're going to spend these points.
Okay, got you. So, experience spends, use.
Yeah, and I don't know if that automatically does it, but what you might, if it doesn't automatically do it, then what you do is just go into the career and you add them on there.
Okay.
And then I believe if you're adding non-career advances, that's where you go to the cog on the right side of advances.
All right.
So I think John's character did add one in, but
skill. So let me just see how I can do it. Let's just do one, just to see if I can work it out.
Okay.
So, advances 0 to 5 is a cost of 10.
Yeah.
So, oh, I see. So say I wanted to go for endurance. I've already got 5 in there, so it would be 6 to 10.
Correct.
So I would put. Well, let's put melee basic. So that's 10. So that'll be 11. So I would put advances. Do I put 1 in advances?
So put down let's see. I can't remember what happens when you put the plus.
Or should I just put it in the use experience spends?
Yeah, you do it in both actually.
Okay.
Hold
use melee basic. XP I will need to spend will be.
How many points do you want to put into that?
So if it's a skill and I've already got 10 initial advances, it would be into the 11. So that would be 20 XP.
Yeah. So if you wanted to say add 5 to it, it would be 100 XP.
Right. Wow. I've got you. So actually, I haven't got that much to play with.
Not yet, no. But you'll get it very soon.
That's absolutely fine. That's not a problem. I think I'm gonna go with. Yeah, let's do something like that. Let's put 100 in melee basic.
And then under advances, put 5.
Sure.
Next to that.
Okay. Done that.
And
Update.
Update.
Does that do it? I've got 20 left.
Okay, your experience, though, has... Something's messed up with the experience.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Spend...
250, huh?
Why is that?
Oh, is that because... I don't know. Do I just take it out of the level? No.
Spent 250. Why is that?
Consolidate rewards.
I'm trying to figure where the minus 130.
XP consolidated changed to XP consolidated now.
Yeah. Total 120, current minus... Oh, because the spent was... Why is that at 250?
I'm going to sit back for a moment. It's beyond me.
Yeah, let me... Here, I'm going to close these things off because those are...
Sure.
Done. All right. Nope, I don't want that. I want this. Let me try something here. Okay. Update. All right. So you got a total of 120. Why is that? calculating at 250. See if Darren has identified what this issue is before. I wonder. No, it's not auto-calculating. No. Experience mod 0. Okay, so that's not the issue here. Let's see here. Hold up, I need to update again. There's melee basic. $15.48. Is that right? Yeah, 15 total. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So that's. Oh wait, it's fixed.
It has fixed.
But the 5 isn't in there right now. Hold up.
No, but that looks better.
Main. Let's see here.
Because you've got melee basic with advances of 15, which is correct, isn't it?
No, 15 is not correct because you've got 5 from your species.
Oh, right.
Right. So there's 5 from there. I wonder if. Hold up. I wonder if it's calculating it as if you've got 15, so you're doing the 16 to 20 amounts. 16 to 20 would cost 30 per point, which would be 150, which I think is where it's fucking up here. So that's the... That might be the issue here.
Mm-hmm.
Hold up, let me do this. So put the XP. If you got 120, you could give. Let's put that in there. And then that would give you, at 30 points, it'll give you 4 advances, which is 120. So I think the XP spends, like if you just add the advances in, it'll track it automatically. Because look, that works, right? See how I've just added in the 4 points to melee basic, and it's showing it as spent. It may be yeah, it might calculate.
Do it that way.
Yeah. So it automatically, the XP spends are automatically tracked when you add them to the characteristics of the thing. And let's make sure you should have 52. Look at that, 52 in your melee.
Got you.
Okay, so that
there it is.
There we go. And let me close off your talents here, so you're not having all those open. Go. Hey, look at that. Acute sense is back again. Hey, look at that. Strider, you're back again. Every time we update, we'll have to delete these things over again. So better than not having the full rules in there, because I do.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. All right. So your character is together.
So I got 120. So is that all 4? Oh, you've got 4 advances in.
Yeah, because what it is your species ranks count towards how many ranks total you've got. So what we were getting wrong is that we were adding in the extra. We were counting the XP spend twice, and we were counting the thing. So if you're spending on any of the advances, it'll automatically factor that cost in for when it needs to calculate what you've spent.
Nice. Okay.
So that's pretty cool. Excellent. All right. So then I'm assuming it's Thomas, Baldwin Davidson is the character's name for TBD. But any other questions about your character? It's just a matter of filling in some backstory and stuff then, or some background details.
No, not really. I've got a start, sort of some ideas.
Yeah.
As you say, you've got a variety of example names. I'll come up with a name.
Awesome. And then if you've got an image for the character, if you could just send that to me so I can make a headshot of them as well, that would be great. And then, yeah, that is that. So then, what did you think of the process?
Yeah, it's nice. It's really nice. It's a gradual build over the steps.
Yeah.
I think the thing that it's like any game, isn't it? When you put your actually self through it, you start to appreciate some of the finessed details of the game.
Yeah.
This game has a significant number of bits. It's got a lot of skills, it's got a lot of talent, it's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of the other. So it's good in the sense that everyone's going to have a little bit of something different, pretty much. But there is quite. So I'd be interested to see how it plays, because then you've got a lot of things, some of which may be slightly specialized in terms of when they might come up.
Yeah.
And so keeping a track of, from a GM's point of view, less of a player, I've got a discrete list I can work off that. As a GM, I'm not quite sure because I haven't seen the full width. There's quite a lot to keep a track of. So targeting, I don't know. My sense is targeting the thing or a thing to have an effect in play. You just got to be on the ball about and know the stuff. I feel.
Yeah, to a degree, and then also it's a matter of it really supports simulationist play where you're just like whatever makes sense for the circumstances. I trust that if you told me with that, because the game is supposed to be deadly, that you couldn't run a dungeon crawl, right? Because they kind of say that, you wouldn't do a dungeon crawl. We're having a huge amount of fucking fun running through a Skaven dungeon with running combat in it, and the game is really good. And in fairness, the characters are experienced. They're into tier 2, or level 2, so they have some experience behind them, but the game is handling it exceptionally well, and it feels like there's a great deal of niche protection, even if you set aside the idea of who's the spellcaster and who's not. Even the two priests feel very different in what miracles and stuff that they're manifesting. So
that's nice.
It's gonna be cool having a sneaky stabby character in the mix as well, in a different, and even having an owler. When we were talking about the experience beforehand about we're fighting off bandits, that's even of itself a way that differentiates your character from, say, Colin's character, because Colin's character is a bandit. Oh, it's either him or Alwyn is. No, I think his character is a hunter, Alwyn is a bandit, or an outlaw. You are an owler. It's a different job. One is I'm breaking the law, but I'm doing it because I'm keeping the hands out of the rich, assholes. I'm not, robbing from people.
Yeah, the sheriff's not getting his hands on it.
Exactly. Exactly. Awesome. So any closing thoughts?
No, great. Well, my closing thought is I'm looking forward to being this really young, black-eyed legger. Yeah. And just to see how he fares in the grim and perilous world. Looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Awesome. All right, then, for those listening at home, thank you so much for joining us for our character generation of our yet-to-be-named character. As is always the case, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns regarding the session, the game, or our campaign, Salt, Silver, and Sin, please don't hesitate to leave a comment in the comment section down below, and I'll endeavor to reply in a timely fashion. There's also a link down below to the Dungeon Musings Discord server, and we have a channel there dedicated to the many Warhammer games we run on the channel. We also have channels dedicated to finding a group, GM discussion, lots of great people over there, knowledgeable, friendly, and helpful. You are more than welcome to join us over there. There's also a link down below to our friends at Noble Knight Games. Noble Knight Games is the preeminent unionized retailer of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs in North America. Not only do they have an incredible selection of new role-playing games, board games, and card games, they have an unmatched selection of hard-to-find and out-of-print RPGs. If they don't have something in stock in their extensive catalog, put it on a want list, and they will send you an email. There's a want list feature through the website. And if you make a purchase of $10 or more through their website, be sure to enter the code MuserFrost. All caps, all one word. It's in the description of the video, and you'll save yourself 10% on your purchase. That is good until January 15, 2025, and after that time, just come back to one of our more recent videos if you're listening to this after that time, and see what the current discount code is there. There is also a link down below to something called Heroes Save Villages, which is the charity fundraising we run on the channel. It benefits the SOS Children's Villages International Charity, a terrific organization active in over 130 countries, benefiting over 80,000 orphaned and abandoned children. You can make any donations through that link, go directly to them. None of it goes to the channel or any other middleman. Just goes to benefit the kids who are serviced by SOS Children's Villages International. And as a small way of saying thank you, on our charity initiatives channel on the Dungeon Musings Discord server, you can learn all about the voting going on currently for our mashup sessions, and as well as whatever other charity initiatives we may have going on contemporaneous with whenever you happen to watch this video. I am also sporting this ridiculous mustache because I am participating in the Movember event. We don't have a link for it necessarily on the channel because it's through work, but I imagine you may know someone who is participating in this. And if you are so inclined, I'd encourage you to donate to support men's health, physical and otherwise, through the Movember donations. I'm sure you must know someone in your life who is participating in this activity as well. The last thing I'll say is a huge thank you to Graham for joining the campaign and for going through the very interesting character generation process. It's one of the things I love about these types of, like oracular random things is I couldn't have asked for a bat character that would more easily fit into the campaign than what we've ended up with, right? So that was great. Thank you very much for rolling with those punches. Grim and Perilous punches. Then we'll be back in the Grim and Perilous world underneath Olden Leets to see how our heroes are dealing with this ongoing Skaven threat in 1 week's time. But until then, we hope that we give you an hour or so, I can't remember how long this is, to see how this Grim and Perilous hero has come together. And until we see you again, stay safe, stay healthy, and happy gaming.